Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Last night, NBA, the Thunder beat the Mavericks 117-95, and the Celtics beat the Cavaliers 120-95. Now, Rudy Gobert, he won the fourth Defensive Player a year. This is the fourth time him winning that. People were mad at him, though, because he actually missed Game 2 because of the birth of his child.
I ain't see nobody mad. I saw Gilbert Arenas mad at him. But
There was a couple people upset that he missed that game.
Those people are ridiculous. And not only are those people ridiculous, they got to be kind of like idiots. I don't even think Gilbert Arenas was being serious.
Yeah.
This is the birth of your first child. Mm-hmm. Of course I'm going to miss the playoff game.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about no playoff game. We'll be back. We'll be all right.
And they won that game, so they were fine.
How you going to be mad at a man because he chose to go see the birth of his first child as opposed to playing a game? I don't care if it's a playoff game or not.
Yeah.
It's not like it's Game 7. You know what I mean?
I think that was so stupid.
Yeah, it was stupid.
It'll be there when you get back. The baby?
The baby?
A lot of people were saying that. The baby be there when you get back. Like you'll be all right. No.
You only get one time to see your first child be born. He's a first-time father. Like, cut it out.
I've been there for every last time my kids were born, and that's 6 of them. I don't care what's going on, where I'm at in this world. If wife's in labor or she's close to it, my ass is staying home.
That's right.
Now, Nick, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't know if he was there for...
Yeah. There's so many at one time he can't even be in more than one places.
You're right.
And by the way, those kids are going to be with you long after basketball is over.
Absolutely.
All right, now let's talk about Onyx Strip Club in Atlanta. We all know Onyx, right? If you don't, it's probably one of the biggest gentleman clubs in Atlanta. Well, it seems like yesterday it got robbed.
It's one of Atlanta's most popular strip clubs, Onyx Gentlemen's Club on Cheshire Bridge Road, where many celebrities are known to party. But this iconic night spot became a crime scene early Monday morning after police say 2 thieves cut a hole in the roof, then slipped in and out with $250,000 in cash. On Tuesday, we flew News Drone 2 over the building, where we could see that repairs are underway.
They're probably experienced, probably put together some type of plan.
Right now, police are calling this an ongoing investigation, but we know Onyx is closed on Sundays. So investigators believe the 2 thieves, who were dressed in white ski masks and gloves, cut a hole in the roof, then climbed into the business where they spent 2 hours using power tools to break open the safes. Employees who asked us not to identify them because they're not authorized to speak with the media told us off camera that multiple surveillance cameras recorded the heist. There's also video of the thieves as they ran away from the scene.
That's what you call a heist.
Jesus.
Okay, that's an Alvin Gray Tubey movie. The brothers who robbed the strip club. How you in the strip club for 2 hours, though, with power tools and their surveillance cameras? Nobody is doing any surveillance?
Nothing.
Nobody was looking. I'm surprised there's no alarm system, because usually they had got some type of alarm system.
Like no motion detectors, no nothing. So for 2 hours, they were in there just working, and nobody paid any attention. Nobody noticed nothing.
That's ghetto.
Damn, and $250,000. I wonder how much was singles, because that's a lot of money. Because strip clubs have a lot of singles as well, just sitting there.
Yeah, that's an inside job.
Jesus,
that's a complete inside job.
Now we got to talk about President Donald Trump. It looks like the trial for his classified documents. It looks like they're going to push that trial back.
Judge Cannon making it clear that the trial over classified documents is delayed indefinitely in Florida. This federal indictment leads to the question of whether this trial would begin before the November election. And I think they would be safe to say that this order here from Judge Cannon in Florida answers that question. And so we could very well be looking at a reality that the only criminal trial, only one of 4 that Donald Trump is facing here that will take place before the November election will be this one here that is now in its 4th week in New York over the alleged hush money payment scheme.
So none of them matter, because if you become president, like what you gonna do? You think they're gonna prosecute a sitting president? You think a sitting president is gonna be coming back and forth for trials anywhere in America? No, it's not happening.
All right. Well, that is front page news. When we come back next hour, we'll tell you about Stormy Daniels. She took the stand yesterday and talks about how she met Trump. She talks about allegedly spanking him, and also how he went to dinner in his PJs, his pajamas.
Okay.
He's ready for action.
Okay, spank.
All right. We'll get to that next hour, and that is front page news. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Yesterday in sports, the Thunder beat the Mavericks 117-95, and the Celtics beat the Cavaliers 120-95. Come on, Cavs.
And I stand on the fact that I want the West Coast games to be earlier, okay? Let's bump up all the games. Let's start the East Coast games at 6, okay? So then the West Coast games will start around 8:39, and then, we can watch some of it and all be in bed at a reasonable time.
The West Coast is not going to want to watch the games at 3 o'clock.
Because that's why I don't watch them. Because they're so late.
Oh, yeah?
Could you stop lying? You be volunteering lies for no reason. There was no reason for that.
Now, the NBA fined Jamal Murray $100,000 for tossing a heat pack onto the court. He was so upset with the calls, with the refs, that first he threw a towel. The towel didn't make it to the court, and then he threw one of those heat packs. He was fined $100,000 for throwing that heat pack.
Damn.
Well, at least they didn't suspend him.
They should have suspended him.
No, they shouldn't.
Yes, they should have.
Well,
he threw that heat pack on the court while they were playing in the middle of a game. Somebody could have slipped on that. Somebody could have fell on that. It wasn't like it was a timeout.
True.
That was foul.
But the Timberwolves are up 2-0.
Yeah.
If the Nuggets would have won and it was 1-1, he probably would have got suspended for Game 3. They can't risk them going down 3-0. Okay?
Yeah, you can't do that, though.
Not with your defending NBA champions. You can't risk them going down.
Might as well just
3-0.
throw it at Ant-Man. And why you throw it on the floor? Just hit Ant-Man in the head with it.
I'm just saying.
All right, now we got to talk about Stormy Daniels. She testified in the hush money proceedings with Donald Trump, and she had a lot to say.
The atmosphere here at the courthouse is electric today. Stormy Daniels is the most anticipated witness in this case. It was the first time Trump has come face to face with her since their alleged dalliance 17 years ago. Stormy began by describing how she first met Trump in 2006 at a golf tournament in Lake Tahoe. Later that day, she says Trump's trusted bodyguard, Keith Schiller, invited her to have dinner with Trump in his suite at the hotel. She says Trump was waiting for her dressed in satin pajamas. Does Hugh Hefner know you stole his pajamas? She says she told him. She testified that they talked about Melania. He showed me a few pictures and things, and I said, your wife is very beautiful. He said, don't worry about that. We don't even sleep in the same room. She says they also talked about Ivanka. He said, you remind me of my daughter because she's smart, blonde, and beautiful, and people underestimate her. Trump looked uncomfortable as Stormy was talking about Melania and Ivanka. He had a scowl on his face and was shaking his head. The porn star then told the court she picked up a magazine and swatted him on the butt with it. Several citizens on the jury giggled, but Trump turned to his attorneys in disgust, using choice words, claiming the story was a bunch of bull.
Another part that they didn't see, that we didn't have the audio for, they said that when she went to the bathroom, he allegedly was laying on the bed in his tighty whities. And they asked, was he wearing a condom? She said no. She said they asked, was that concerning? She said yes. She said after, allegedly, he said, oh, it was great. Let's get together again, honey bunch. And she said she just wanted to leave.
Do they realize how ridiculous this looks to so many people? Like, what else are you supposed to wear in bed if you're having sex? A suit and tie? You're supposed to have on drawers. What is that supposed to prove? Like, what is that proving? Like, you're having sex. Of course you're going to be laying in your drawers. You think you're going to humiliate a person by detailing that they was laying in their drawers in bed while having sex? What else they supposed to be wearing? This is kind of crazy, yo. They think this is gonna humiliate them, but it's not. Like I think this is not gonna have the impact that they are hoping that it has.
Even the remarks about his daughter and his wife, like he said, don't worry about that. You know what I mean?
That's what you're supposed to tell us.
Like that's right. Like why why are you bringing my wife
about
up?
my wife?
Yeah,
you here? You know what you're here to do?
Right.
Like, I don't know, man.
It is funny though. But anyway, also, you know about the 5-second rule?
And by the way,
what?
I don't like how y'all spun that spanking story. I thought y'all was telling me that.
Like, it was really, like, I really was ready. Like she had a paddle.
Yes.
She was going in. Because, you know, some people, like, they have fetishes.
Some dominatrix. What's it called?
Dominatrix.
The Matrix.
I don't know about your freaky life.
Not the Matrix.
I don't know about your freaky life. All I said was she spanked him, and she did.
Nah, that wasn't really no spanking.
No, that was not
That was a playful grab a magazine, tap. Yeah. I thought you about to tell me something. Like that big orange ass was in the air.
What?
Yeah, like
you know
he
what I'm saying?
wanted it. Like he wanted it.
You ain't telling me nothing.
He was poking it out and she was like, what's wrong with y'all?
That's actually like a fetish.
That's right.
People love that.
Face down, Trump up. What's up? I thought you about to tell me something. Yeah, a little magazine.
Face down, Trump up. No, that's the
Oh my God.
Now let's move on. You know about the 5-second rule, right?
What? No.
Charlamagne, you know the 5-second rule?
Yeah, if you drop it on the floor,
Yeah, if you
pick
drop it on the
within
floor,
5
if
seconds,
you pick it up
eat
with
it.
Pick it up and kiss it a girl, you can still eat it.
You were still on Trump when I said 5 second rule?
Yeah, it's
No,
like, what
no.
is that?
We moved on.
I still do that now.
Well, you shouldn't do that anymore, and this is why a doctor says you shouldn't do the 5 second rule anymore.
If you've ever shouted 5 second rule when food hits the floor, I've got news for you. This is a pretty big deal as a recent survey showed that half of people are happy to eat food after it's been on the floor. Scientists called Dawson and colleagues wanted to settle this matter once and for all, checking the bacterial transfer onto food on different surfaces like wood, tile and carpet. Firstly, they found that dangerous bacterial colonies like Salmonella and Campylobacter can live on the floor for up to 4 weeks. When food's dropped on tile surfaces, it picks up 99% of the colonies there instantly. On wood it varies, but usually it's about 50% of the colonies or less, so a bit safer. But on carpet, less than 0.5% of the bacterial colonies actually transfer to the food when it's picked up in less than 5 seconds. Colony transfer does increase the longer the food stays there. So the 5 second rule doesn't apply unless it's on a carpet, but don't risk it. You eat off the floor.
So they're saying 99% of bacteria jumps to your food if it's on tile, 50% of the bacteria goes on wood, and if you have carpet, you good money.
Yo, Charlamagne is pissed off. He can't eat off the floor.
First of all, I'm not going to stop. Dear doctor, shut the F up forever. I was raised on a dirt road in Mounts Corner, South Carolina. I've been doing this for 45 years, okay? I'll be 46 on June 29th, 1978. I was born in the 1900s, okay? That's why people's immune system's not as strong as those of us born in the 1900s.
That's right.
Okay? Shut up. All right?
They don't want nothing in our system. Just nothing.
The only floor you don't eat off is the bathroom floor.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Why are you even taking food in the bathroom?
That's it. The bathroom floor. And maybe floors that's not yours. It's not like I do this in public. But if I'm at home, okay, if I'm at home and something drop, you pick it up, you eat it. It's just not the bathroom floor.
Only at home. I don't do that at restaurants. If you drop in a restaurant, it stays there.
Yeah, I don't do it. I don't think I do.
Not at restaurants. No.
I've done. You do it at your home or your grandma's house, places that you are comfortable. You know that you have really frequented.
Unless it's like a oxtail or like a lamb chop, like because you know meals they
cost too much.
That's you. Yeah. All right. Thank you, God.
That's right, man.
Stop playing with me.
I ain't go front. Every once in a while, McDonald's fry fall on the floor on the carpet. I pick that right up.
A fry,
at home,
a
right?
McDonald's fry.
Yeah, fried. If it falls on the carpet, yes.
Oh my God.
It'd be like the last fry. Now y'all don't. All right, forget it. All right, and that is front page.
Oxtail
news.
cost, bro. You know how much oxtail cost a pound
Yes.
nowadays?
Or like a piece of lammy, or if you cutting the steak too hard and it fly on the floor. Yeah, all right, get that.
You go get that.
Rich ass. No, rich you got to be to drop a piece of lamb chop on the floor and just leave it there.
All right. When we come back, Angela Rye and Marilyn Mosby will be joining us.
Ex-Baltimore prosecutor Marilyn Mosby, man, she was convicted of mortgage fraud.
That's right.
They convicted her. They said she lied to a mortgage lender in 2021, and she purchased a vacation property in Florida, and now she's facing 40 years.
It's more to the story,
but it's a lot more to the story.
It's not that,
That's the headline.
Not just that. Yeah,
yes.
she got a bunch of police officers locked up for doing wrong. And
she'll talk about it when she come back.
And they on her ass.
But she's facing 40 years.
Yes, she is.
I think it's a grave injustice, but we'll discuss.
When we come back. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.